Alright, just give you a glimpse of what I'm looking like today. If I messed it up, hold on. Got a mirror right here. I don't know how. This is the look. All I did was stay home, except like one time I went to the store. A couple times I went to the store. One for a little event, but that's for another day. I wasn't wrong on my dates, it just changed. And then another one is to actually like do a little task. My cat is in the background, of course. She's begging for a T-R-E-A-T-S. Anyway, this is what we're working with. I've got my moon necklace. I think I've talked about this before. It's supposed to be like opal or opalite or whatever, but it does not feel like it. It feels like some sort of arts and crafts project. And when I say feel like it, I mean like there's nothing like energetically coming through that. So it's just there for looks. I was supposed to do my hair today, but I got lazy. I was supposed to actually do it yesterday. I washed it and I was supposed to twist it, but I didn't, so that's why I have it kind of just done like this. This is my cat. She's responsible for most of the damage in this room, except for the stuff that I've done, which is like 90% more than what she's done. But that's nothing. Okay? Let me think where I've gotten most of this. This jacket is from Goodwill. I don't exactly know the brand, I just got it from Goodwill. It's kind of broken, but I mean, I'm not one to complain because it's really nice and no one really has to know about that. I'm gonna tell them anyway because I find it fascinating to just tell people things. But yeah, it's broken by like, it's got one hook right here, I guess, and I think one, oh, it has this too. So there's something somewhere where it's like hanging on by a string or something. And then, so yeah, oh, and then, like this pocket's fine, but this one, I don't know, can you see? Hello? Yeah, obviously, I can't really put anything in there. And I don't know how to sew yet. I don't know. I'm putting it in a certain way because it looks good a certain way, even though I have to keep adjusting it, I think. Oh wait, I have to pose. It's kind of weird posing like on camera. Like posing by myself is like different because like I'm growing more comfortable with my energy. I'm used to things, but this outfit, I don't know. The top, not exactly sure where I got it. I think it was TJ Maxx, to be honest. Oh, and the skirt was actually from Goodwill too. So Goodwill, TJ Maxx, Etsy. And then my hair, it's just my hair. I grew that myself. I also wore makeup today, but kind of washed off because I don't know how to I don't know how to do much makeup. And I don't have anything for try to get one out and you get another one in. Anyway. I have a mirror here, so just a little adjustments. But there was something I want to talk about, and that's more so just the idea of choosing better for myself. I'll try to make this quick. Basically, for a very long time, I kind of just took what was given to me, what was expected of me, and not really questioned it. Kind of accepted what other people kind of viewed as important or negative or anything of that nature. And so I'm kind of in this period of really trying to let go of everything and rebuilding myself. And it's been a while that I've been doing this, but at the stage that I'm in right now, what I'm building is more noticeable. So I've been in the period of like doing things more mentally, because I felt like it all had to come from like a mental, like internal perspective before it showed out externally. So I want to say I've done just about all the internal work that I need to do, and I can't really progress forward without getting more into the external stuff. So that's where I'm at right now. I try not to give them too much. I guess I should. It's just like they're gonna run out soon. They're about to run out. I'm trying to hold off because I'm trying to save money just a bit longer. I mean, for as long as I can. But that's the thing about choosing better for yourself. Getting more hours at work. I got a raise. I got things going on where like my Saturn is returning and I have to grow up in certain ways. And that means letting go of certain things that were told to me. And so this period is for me to just embrace the things that I feel are best for me. And that is it's a very weird feeling, because a lot of things that I was told not to do or I thought were like looked down upon, like a lot of things like I thought were like looked down upon, and like, yeah, you can see it in certain people's faces. Like if I dress really nice, like a lot of people aren't very happy about it, but a lot of people are encouraging of it. And in fact, a lot of people expect it in a certain way. I'm not exactly sure how to explain it, but like the beauty industry, the idea of women needing to be beautiful. I mean, I come from a more pick-me space, so I listened to what I thought was excuse me, the expectation, but it turns out that was just a lot of self-centered, down low, really like down bad men, basically. I'm gonna say down bad, self-pitying, believing that or believing that they're so above the idea of like beauty or whatever. Just that idea of like, oh, I like my women natural, or oh, like why are women doing this, then the other. I like listened to that as a teenager, and also I grew up Mormon, so it also had a different connotation, where like I couldn't be too sexual, couldn't really explore my sexuality, and there were a lot of things about me and my identity that I felt were like off limits, and now that I'm trying to embrace and see exactly how I feel and what really motivates me, these things are being brought back up again. It's like I can't really ignore who I am inside, I guess. I'm a bit shallow, okay? Like, a bit of a fashionista. I dress dolls a ton. I play The Sims. The Sims, I mean, The Sims, like, I love the family gameplay, the family dynamic. I love playing with big families. That's like one of my go-tos. But I love creating Sims and dressing them up and making them look good. I like figuring out what looks good. I like seeing what looks pretty, and it is quite nice. Not to like, not to brag or whatever. I fall under the scale of conventional attractiveness, not entirely, but there are certain features of mine that are considered attractive in the way that my face is shaped. Like it all kind of culminates into a sense of attractiveness, body type as well. And that, and being interested in those things of like fashion stuff, and having an artistic eye, like it all culminates into a talent, a real gift that I have, I think. Not to brag, whatever. It's my channel. I can say whatever. Also, I had a little bit of drink, so like, just a little courage juice or whatever. Just this point right now in my life, I'm feeling more content, and I'm also like backing away from like the whole "oh, I need a man" kind of thing, because again, growing up Mormon, a Black Mormon specifically, I believe there were like very few options for me, and I had to fit into a specific box, to be a certain way, to be a wife and mother. And now my prime is passing, and I'm growing more comfortable in the idea of just being myself and exploring what that means for me. And I'm growing more comfortable in the idea of just being content with where I am in my space, and just allowing things to be, because I really don't want to do things based on expectation, as I've been doing for like quite a while, or like the hopes of like something better coming along. Really, my life is really good, and it keeps getting better. I think like even like my past experiences have been true blessings to get me to the point where I am at today, and it's time for me to really recognize that and continue to grow forward in those experiences, and not be so afraid to just be as I'm meant to be, and not really try to hold the expectations of other people. It just needs to come through me, like I just have to do it myself, and grow comfortable in that there's no expectation of this is gonna happen because you did this. I'm like the goal is contentness, freedom, comfortability, growth. Perhaps one day, maybe we'll have a family. I still would love that. A family, like a loving partner. Maybe a couple loving partners, I don't know. But my life is growing to be like I'm welcoming the freedom of what that might mean for me, what happiness might look like, and part of that is choosing those day-to-day activities that bring me closer to that happiness, even if they're like really tiny things, even if they're things that nobody understands. It just has to come through me, what feels right to me. And I think that's the most perfect thing that you can be, is true to yourself and comfortable in your own abilities. You grow when you want to grow, where you want to grow, how you want to grow. You don't have to worry about what everybody else is expecting of you. I also want to bring up religion a little more for this, because I wouldn't call myself a religious person, but I'm very, very spiritual, and I can connect very deeply to a lot of like different religions. I really don't like it. I hate it when religion tends to try to limit people in a way where everything's just supposed to be just this negative thing. And I think that comes from my understanding of astrology, astrological perspective, whatever I'm trying to say. Just seeing the amount of individuality that there is in this world. To say that there's a one-size-fits fits all scenario is blasphemy and of itself. I cannot speak, but you understand what I'm saying. I will say that. You put your religion down, you say what you want, but don't expect everybody to follow it. Don't expect everybody to resonate with it. Maybe they'll resonate with some parts, but there is no... I think the straight basis is that people are true to themselves, no matter what that looks like. And I can't tell you exactly what that looks like. I'm trying to figure that out for myself. So for someone to come around and say like, oh, just do this, this, and that, and you'll be better, you'll be on the right path. I really don't believe that. I think there's very helpful tools, and you can choose to live life in a religious way, and maybe that works for you. It can absolutely work for you, but I mean, to say that is the only way, I'm not here for that, to be honest. The argument needs to be a lot stronger than that. You can't just say, oh, it's this way because such and such said it's this way or whatever. Not good enough. Not good enough for me. I'm sorry. Not good enough. So it has to come from the heart. I do believe like there is a higher power for sure. And you know, certain people aren't really interested in following that path, and that's okay. You know what's very interesting? Astrologically speaking, people tend to follow on their path. And also very interestingly, I feel like there's multiple different ways that you get to your destination. Like the details aren't really that important. It's like there's little like points that set off in your chart, your birth chart, the stars, how they're connected. There's certain parts that get set off, and depending on where you are, you may follow these certain paths, but your life is preordained, predestined to follow these paths, and no matter what you do, you're going to stay on that path. And to worry about the details, you really don't have to. Because you're going to meet where you're supposed to meet. And if you don't meet where you're supposed to meet, I believe in reincarnation. So, like, you're going to meet it at some point. There's no way. You can't avoid it. Whatever karma or universe or God, the Lord, whatever, wants you to see, you're going to experience. That's how I feel about it. You're not going to be put in a situation that does not resonate with you. You may learn the same lesson in your happiest self as you will in your saddest self. It just, like, the details are based on you, and you can choose whatever you want to do, but you're going to meet your goal. That's how I feel about it. So I wouldn't really worry too much about it. You just need to understand based on yourself what you want, what is most important to you as this individual who is emotionally conscious of your environment, where you want to go, how certain things make you feel and how you want to feel, and universe will guide you through that. Like, say, I don't know, oh, my car is broken down, I really need to get to work. How am I going to get to work? Or how am I going to drive, get a new vehicle? Basically, you have to set that goal. You know, I want to go to work on time, okay? So that's the goal. You want to get to work on time. Now, universe can provide you the opportunities of how you're going to get to work on time. Oh, I want a new car. The universe is going to provide you the opportunities. How are you going to get that new car? You have to have that set goal in mind. Get where you want to go. I don't know. I'm just rambling now. But that's basically how I've been in my life right now. Is understanding exactly how whatever my goal is, like recognizing the steps to get to that. And I utilize a lot of manifestation. And so sometimes it starts with, oh, I really want to like have a really decent meal today. What am I going to do to get a decent meal? sometimes the universe will guide me directly to that decent meal. Sometimes I gotta do something to kind of earn it in a way. Maybe like do a little dance or pay my taxes or whatever, just to open up that path to get me to their goal that I want to get to. So yeah, that's basically where I'm at. I don't know what else to say. Talents and such, I've been kind of avoiding. I haven't really been putting too much effort and focus into like growing my talents. I also feel like I have 50 plus years, whatever, left in my life, give or take, ideally. So I'm not like worrying or crunching on time. It's not like I have like a specific goal set. Like I have an idea in mind of like where I could potentially like to be, but I also understand consequentially where that could lead me, or knowing also that this idea is not like the end all be all. Like I can just be completely content with just learning and growing inside of myself, like alone. I think that's what's most important, is being happiest in myself, because no matter how many things I accomplish in life, those things, like, that moment goes away. Even though you might have like something to kind of like recognize that, the feeling of like accomplishing, I think maybe it's also because like my rising sign is Capricorn. I don't know, I'm not sure, but that feeling of responsibility, or like having to continue to go and grow and do all this stuff, like no matter how much I accomplish in this life, won't be enough in my current state if I'm so focused on accomplishments. Like if I continue to think that way of like, oh, I have to continue to grow, do better, be better all this time, that could lead me to destruction in a certain way. I prefer to have my door closed. So we have issues in this house. But that's about it. I don't know what else to say. I can talk about my Sims. I'm growing I'm loving my Sims. Like, peak. It's like the story building, the character creation, the worlds. Like, I'm playing on Sims 4, so it's kind of a little meh. So I have to kind of rely a little bit on imagination, but that hasn't really caused much issue, I guess, because my imagination is pretty decent. So being able to create characters and create stories isn't the hardest for me, and I also have mods to kind of flesh out the game better. There's probably some things that I have to take out because my game's acting a little strange right now. So considering that, but yeah, I'm probably getting a little too attached. I'm not exactly sure how, because playing on my laptop right now, I can't really share so much. She's making noise. Like I can't do like video recordings or anything like that, because that just takes too much. It wouldn't be quality gameplay. But plus I'm not exactly sure what type of like streamer player or what I would be. Like I feel like I could be kind of a bit of a slice of life, a bit of a drama. I feel like my style of gameplay could potentially border a little close to Desperate Housewives, I guess. I've been like focusing on that show, like season 4. Like I'm getting real deep into it, and I need to kind of switch and watch something else because I'm getting a little like off from watching this a while. So, but like my style of gameplay is kind of, I have like multiple storylines like popping up, and like they're all kind of coinciding with each other. Well, not all of them, you know, they start off in like their own corners, and maybe they'll like kind of meet or something like that, but just seeing the growth in these characters and being able to jump from one family to the next, and seeing the progress, and I don't know, it's just fun. I've been playing like most of the day, so I'm like looking at it right now, like it's calling my name. But yeah, that's I don't know how long I have on this. I can't really, like, I'm thinking of the idea of like talking about certain characters, but I think that's a whole different video, to be honest. So this is my outfit. This is what we're working with. Okay. I'm feeling a little sick now, so time for me to go.